Hello?
What up, man?
How's it going?
An off-duty Ludington police officer was pulled over for suspected drunk driving. His department released the findings of the investigation.
Where are you coming from? You know why I stopped you?
Department released body and dash camera video showing an off-duty officer swerving and driving over 20 miles over the speed limit before cameras were turned off.
How much alcohol do you have tonight? 3. Okay.
Menddees said he had 3 beers. When then Sergeant Angela Bobinetz was called to the scene, she directed the officer to turn off the cameras. A statement from Police Chief Chris Jones to 13 on Your Side says in part, an off-duty officer was treated differently than another individual would have been in that same situation.
Well, gee!
Now, this stop only lasted for a matter of minutes, and it happened over a year and a half ago. So why are we talking about it now? Well, that's because the police department where all these officers work has, rightfully so, come under fire for allegedly not being transparent about what happened on this traffic stop and the internal investigation that would follow. Oh, but there's more. Because come to find out, as you'll see in the body camera footage, it doesn't appear the laws apply to everyone. Once the supervising sergeant on duty arrives to the scene, audio and body camera footage, well, seems to disappear. Oh, and speaking of that suspected drunk driver, off-duty officer Austin Menddees, say that 5 times fast, off-duty officer Austin Menddees. Well, anyway, as of a few months ago, he is now Sergeant Menddees. You can't make this shit up. Now, of course, there is a lot more to the story. So, to better understand what's happening, why don't we go back to the beginning? This case begins in the early morning hours of June 1st, 2024 in the city of Ludington, Michigan. Now, on this evening, City of Ludington police officer Noah Noble was patrolling his service area, which is all of 3.6 square miles. It's just after 2 o'clock in the morning when he notices this. The driver in this dark SUV gets Officer Noble's attention. Watch. The driver in that dark SUV goes around the black truck at the 4-way stop and then proceeds to stop in the middle of the intersection. If you look a little closer, you can actually see the driver in the black truck waves the officer to go around him because he knows that SUV is about to get pulled over. Officer Noble goes around that black truck and then quickly speeds up to get behind the SUV. But again, I want you to notice, where did that SUV stop? He is clearly past that white stop line and in the middle of the intersection. But hey, he remembered to use his turn signal. Now, as you can see, the driver of the SUV makes a big wide right turn right into oncoming traffic. Now, after getting back into the correct lane of travel, notice in Officer Noble's dash camera footage, that driver seems to have a hard time maintaining his lane. On multiple occasions, that driver crosses the double line on his left-hand side, repeatedly swerving back and forth, going over the line. And I know you can't tell from the dash camera footage, but it was documented the driver of the SUV was traveling at times in excess of 56 miles an hour in a 30-mile-an-hour zone, which I found in Michigan, anything 25 miles an hour over the speed limit or above can constitute a misdemeanor reckless driving charge. Now, this charge carries up to 93 days in jail and hundreds of dollars in fines, not to mention the points added to your driving record, which, trust me when I say, will skyrocket your car insurance, especially if you're a male under the age of 25 driving a sports car. But I wouldn't know anything about that. Now, fast forward a couple seconds. As you can see, that SUV goes to make a lane change without signaling, but while doing so, he proceeds to strike the curb in the opposite lane multiple times. You can see right here, he really hit the curb that time. This is when Officer Noble turns on his emergency lights and initiates the traffic stop.
216, can you head my way?
Now, while initiating this traffic stop, you can hear Officer Noble request for 216 to head his way. 216 is the on-duty sergeant, Sergeant Angela Bobinetz. And trust me when I say, she's gonna be there in a minute. But first, let's see who the driver of this SUV is. As Officer Noble approaches that SUV and flashes his flashlight into the driver's side window, he notices something. But before we get to that body camera footage, I am really excited to share with you the company I partnered with for this video today. And that company is extra. Now, if you're like me and constantly on the go, you tend to misplace things all the time. And let's be honest, if you're a guy, that thing is usually your wallet. But guess what, guys? Extra has solved that problem with this. The Extra Card Finder works with the simple press of a button by pairing it with your phone. Once that's done, you can either locate your wallet by ringing that card finder, or you can locate it on a map in the Apple Find My app. This is a game changer in the wallet game. Oh, and speaking of wallets, check out these bad boys. What I'm holding in my hand here is the Extra card holder. Its sleek and low profile design is made of space grade aluminum. It also comes equipped with the RFID protection, so you never have to worry about those thieves stealing your information or your money. And not only that, with its quality design, the Extra wallet is going to be the last wallet you're ever going to need. But they didn't stop there, because they also came out with this. The Travel Pack Vacuum Kit, which allows you to fit up to 60% more in your bag, giving you up to 3 times more space, making sure you never have to leave anything behind on that trip again. Now, to pick up any of these very cool items, go to my partner link on the screen here. That link is partner.extra.com/darktimes with Nico inside. You can save an extra 20% on the already up to 48% off sale they're running right now. That's up to an extra 68% off at checkout. And lastly, Extra is so confident that you're gonna like their stuff that they back every sale up with a 100-day money-back guarantee. This is literally the last wallet I'm ever gonna need.
Hello?
What up, man?
How's it going?
Good.
Uh-oh. I think we all know what that look is. You heard that big sigh, and then with a smirk on his face, he goes, good. That is the look of a child who's just been caught doing something wrong. Now, unbeknownst to Officer Noble, he recognizes the driver of that SUV as fellow Ludington police officer, Austin Menddees. Watch.
Where are you coming from?
Alley.
You know why I stopped you?
Yeah.
So as you can see, off-duty Officer Menddees acknowledges the fact that he's coming from the alley. This is the alley. The alley is a bar. Think we're working on some clues here. Did you also notice that long pause after Officer Noble asked him, do you know why I pulled you over? The driver, Officer Menddees, proceeds to say yes, and then there's a long pause of silence. Like, yes, I know I'm drinking and driving. Yes, I know I'm driving like an asshole. And yes, I know why you pulled me over. If that isn't close enough to an admission of guilt, I don't know what is.
Central 207. Cancel that plate. 216 Pigeon Road.
Now right there, I heard Officer Noble say, cancel that plate to the dispatcher, meaning do not run the driver's plate. You know, every time an officer pulls you over, he gives your license plate number to the dispatcher, and they run all the background information for that officer. So he can get all your information uploaded into his data system and see if you have any outstanding tickets or warrants. I think we can already see where this is going when Officer Noble tells the dispatcher to stop running the plate.
Where are you headed to? Okay. How much alcohol have you had tonight? 3.
How much alcohol have you had to drink? I think we all know the stock answer is 2 to 3 beers. Regardless of how much you've had to drink, whenever you watch any body camera footage or cops or anything like that, and somebody gets pulled over for a suspected DUI, why is the answer always 2 or 3 drinks? I think that's an immediate red flag for the officer pulling you over for suspected DUI.
Okay. Got your ID on you today? Thank you. Hang tight.
Now, as you can see, Officer Menddees hands over his ID to Officer Noble, and he proceeds to walk back to his patrol car to run his information. But then all of a sudden, the audio on his body camera gets turned off. And this is when Sergeant Babinek arrives. As you can see, before Officer Noble can make it into his patrol car, Sergeant Babinek pulls up behind him. And again, she is the on-duty supervisor. That black box you're seeing is a redaction done by the Ludington Police Department prior to releasing this body camera footage. They're blacking out Sergeant Babinek's computer in her patrol car. Now, the body camera footage stays muted from here on out, and it only lasts for about another minute. But you can see Officer Noble hands Mendez's driver's license over to Sergeant Babinek, and they have a little conversation. Now, once Sergeant Babinek gets out of her patrol car, her and Officer Noble walk around behind it. As you can see, the footage cuts out within seconds. And what happens next is, from reports and transcripts I read following this incident, come to find out Sergeant Babinek told Officer Noble to turn off his dash camera and his body camera. And as for her, she never turned on her cameras, which as a sergeant, she obviously knows better than that. Now, the only other footage I have from this stop is from Officer Noble's dash camera right before he shut it off. That is Sergeant Babinek walking around Officer Noble's patrol car and walks right over to off-duty Officer Mendez, who's still sitting in his car. If you listen closely, you can hear Officer Noble get in his patrol car and quickly shut off the dash camera. And that is it from the documented dash camera and body camera footage from this stop. But it's not even close to being over yet. Apparently what happens next, instead of asking Officer Mendez to get out of his car and perform field sobriety testing, and also submit to a breathalyzer, seeing as he admitted to drinking, instead Sergeant Babinek made the decision to do absolutely nothing. Well, not only did she do absolutely nothing, apparently Sergeant Babinek drove Officer Mendez home. And I know what you're thinking, but how did his car make it home? Well, another officer was so polite to drive Officer Mendez's car home for him as well. I wonder if they tucked him into bed too. Yeah, these officers did absolutely nothing with this obvious drunk driver. And this was after Officer Mendez was witnessed by a police officer driving over 25 miles an hour over the speed limit, repeatedly crashed into the curb, drove into oncoming lanes of traffic, and instead of stopping at the stop signs, proceeded to drive into the middle of multiple intersections and then stop in the middle of the intersection. Not only did Officer Noble witness all of that, it's all on his dash camera video as well. This would be a slam dunk DUI case in court. But apparently if you have a badge, that gives you a pass and a free ride home. Now, I don't know if her conscience was getting the best of her or she thought she was going to get in trouble, but about 4 hours after this stop, Sergeant Babinek told her supervisor about what happened. And the supervisor was Captain Michael Haverman. Now, I will give this captain some credit because that same afternoon, he initiated an internal investigation into the incident. Now, you can see outlined in this report released by the Ludington Police Department the findings of that internal investigation. Let's start first with Officer Noah Noble. He is the officer that initiated the traffic stop. You can see in the internal investigation against him, no policies were violated. At least that's what the Ludington Police Department said. They would go on to outline that since Sergeant Babinek arrived to the scene and she was a supervisor on shift, it was up to her to see that this stop was handled correctly. So there was actually no punishment levied against Officer Noah Noble. From what I read just a short time later, Officer Noble would resign from the Ludington Police Department and he took a job with the local sheriff's department the following month. Now, as for Sergeant Angela Babinek, the supervising officer on duty, and the sergeant that showed up to the scene, her internal investigation found multiple department and policy violations, including violating department values, violating multiple rules of conduct, multiple supervisory violations, and body camera use violations. Apparently during this time, Sergeant Babinek was still in her probationary period as a sergeant. Now, Sergeant Babinek was accompanied by her union rep when she attended an internal hearing related to her policy violations, and she was disciplined. At this hearing, Sergeant Babinek would be demoted back down to a patrol officer, and she was also handed down a 24-hour unpaid suspension. However, she was able to keep her job. And finally, let's talk about that suspected drunk driver, off-duty officer Austin Mendez. You can see in this disciplinary memorandum from the police chief, Christopher Jones, this states that the same day this traffic stop took place, the police chief was notified by Captain Haverman about what had transpired. You can see in the internal investigation against him, it was found that he was likely operating a vehicle at minimum impaired by alcohol and had committed very serious traffic violations. But do you think Officer Mendez was fired? No, he wasn't. As a matter of fact, that's him. And that is the Ludington Police Department promoting Officer Mendez to sergeant. How fucking pissed do you think Sergeant Babinek, well, Officer Babinek is now when she found out they promoted Mendez to sergeant? You know she was so mad. But anyway, at Officer Menddees' disciplinary hearing, he was handed down a 12-month extension on his probationary period as an officer, and he also received 24 hours of unpaid suspension. Oh, and they also removed him from the CERT team on the department. But like I said, a little over a year after this stop, and the Ludington Police Department promoted Officer Menddees to sergeant. Here's their Facebook post celebrating that. Now, the police chief from the Ludington Police Department, Christopher Jones, caught a lot of flack once it made it outside the police department about what happened on this traffic stop. Along with the internal investigation, the police chief for the Ludington Police Department, Christopher Jones, also contacted the Michigan State Police and had them conduct an external investigation into this incident. The findings were turned over to the Mason Prosecutor's Office, where the city of Ludington is located. And that prosecutor's office would go on to state that there was not enough evidence to file any charges in this case. Shocking. Now, speaking of the police chief for the Ludington Police Department, Christopher Jones, apparently this stop slipped out into the public, and there were several people making FOIA requests with the police department to try and get some of the footage and reports from this traffic stop. And some people allege that the police department was refusing to release this information. But that was until a couple days ago on December 30th, 2025, when the Ludington Police Department released the body camera footage and dash camera footage they have from this incident. Remember, this originally happened on June 1st, 2024, so over a year and a half ago. And obviously the police chief would go on to say that he wasn't trying to hide anything. Apparently it takes a year and a half to release a few minutes of body camera footage. But I digress. Now, before we close here, I think we should all take a minute to congratulate Sergeant Menddees on his promotion. Hats off to you, sir. I'm just curious what's going to happen when he pulls over somebody for a suspected DUI and they recognize him from this body camera footage. Would you call him out? Let me know in the comment section. Now, if you made it all the way to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. My name is Sai, and my channel is Dark Times with Nico and Sai. If you haven't already, please make sure to like the video and leave a comment. I try and answer as many comments as I can because I want to hear from you. And also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Subscribing costs you nothing, and it really helps push my content out to a wider audience. And it's very much appreciated. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next video. Goodbye for now.